My name is Mary Jo Foley. I'm your community magnate on Petri.com. I'm here to introduce you to someone who you already probably know, and if you don't, you should. This is Tony Redmond. He is the chair of the Office 365 Engage Conference, which is coming up in Haarlem, Netherlands, June 19th to the 22nd. So if you don't know Tony, he also is an MVP and an author of a book that I've found myself quite invaluable, Office 365 for IT Pros. It's an ebook that he updates twice weekly, I believe, or weekly, because there's so much happening in Office 365. Tony also writes for Petri.com twice a week. So Tony, I hear from my sources that you are the chair of this conference that's coming up. And so I'd like to know kind of what guided your thinking in terms of choosing the theme, the tracks, and the content for this event.
Well, good afternoon, Madam
Good
Magnate.
afternoon.
I guess I can't really disclaim responsibility at this stage. I am responsible for choosing the content that we're going to be presenting in Haarlem in June. And so to begin, I say the theme of the conference is all about maybe maximizing the use that people get from Office 365. And in another way, it's all about breaking free of on-prem, because on-prem is a history, it's been fantastic, but it's time to move on. So what we want to do is maximize the use of the cloud, maximize the use of Office 365, and help people get value for the investment, for the subscriptions that they pay. And that we need to we need to spread the news about what's new inside Office 365. It changes all the time. You said the book, we actually update the book weekly. Updating it twice weekly would be impossible. But anyway.
Weekly is a lot too, but I'm
glad
you do.
Yeah, thanks. But that just reflects the amount of change that's inside Office 365. So I guess by getting people together once a year, we can reflect on what's happened in the last year, and we can say, well, this is what we think is really good, this is what we think is something you may want to stay away from, and this is what might happen in the future. And we're not influenced by Microsoft in any way. It's totally independent. It's our view of what's happening. And so to communicate that news, we have very deliberately selected speakers that we think can give that kind of independent attitude, that independent voice, independent opinion about what's really important inside Office 365. We've got 31 MVPs coming along, which I think is fantastic. Oh, wow. It's most MVPs you're going to see at any event outside of Microsoft Ignite, and they're all selected because they have the right attitude, the right credibility, the right credentials, and the ability to get the message across. So I'm really looking forward to the event.
Yeah, that's great, because I know when I've gone to a number of events around the Microsoft communities that sometimes you feel like it's the speaker circuit. Like there's some people who are amazing speakers, but you feel like you've heard their talk. And so now I'm kind of excited to hear these new MVPs, kind of people who are a little like hidden gems in the community.
Yep, you're right. There's a lot of events like that. We want to get away from that. Yeah,
that's good. I like that. And you know, speaking of events, there are so many Office 365 events or events that touch on Office 365.